Hey guys, Bill Comic Book University and Invincible Iron Man, issue number 593. All right, we're starting off the Legacy renumbering here, and that means that the other two Iron Man books, namely Invincible Iron Man previous, and what is the other one? The infamous Iron Man with Doctor Doom. Those are now ended and conglomerated into here. Okay, so moving on. We get to see that Tony Stark has been kidnapped. Not sure by whom. I'm going to go with the Ghost, simply because I'm going with history. I think that Ghost, or maybe even Spy Master, okay, one of those two. Maybe they had something to do with this. Either way, there is a new person wearing the Iron Man armor at this point by the very end of this book, but he's got like no body hair on him and he's barely able to walk. So maybe it's a clone. Maybe the Jackal is involved. Not sure. This is, I gotta admit, I'm intrigued. The thing that kind of kills me about this book, though, is just all the hatred in this book, and I'm going to add to it because I think that most people I now know that I have never, ever been a fan of Tony Stark, and every time I've tried, Marvel has always given me a reason to just not like him. He completely clashes just with my ideologies and all that stuff. So, in the very beginning, where his mom is like, oh my God, I feel so bad, and I know everybody here loves him, and they actually showed everybody. They're all just kind of looking on and they were like, sad faced and things like that. I'm sorry. Like, dude, I get it. I guess if they're all a bunch of engineers and whatnot, like if everybody in there was some kind of an engineer of one sort or another, maybe they would see that contribution that he's made. But aside from that, he's brought nothing but ruin to anybody who's ever been involved in his life. Anyone. You name the person, I will give you a reason why they've had misery brought to their lives. He is a horrible human being, a terrible. Anyway, so I could not get behind the whole. Literally, if I was in the audience, I'd have been the one guy be like, "Good," just like, "Oh, I can't stand him." Nonetheless. We also get to see that there's been not a hostile takeover, but there is some hostility involved of Stark Enterprises. So that's actually Stark Industries. So that is going to come up a bit. And I'm interested in seeing how that pulls out. On top of that, Friday, breaking into people's accounts to try and every bit of technology, smart technology that's out there, she's breaking into everything, just trying to see does anybody have any kind of a lead on what could have possibly happened. Stark's mama, she's like, I think we should alert the press. And it's like, no, don't be stupid. You don't freaking alert the press. What the hell's the press going to do? Investigative reporting and find him? Hello? You know what alerting the press is going to do? It's going to say, hi, anybody who's out there who wants to make some kind of money and make our lives really difficult, go ahead and put up a bogus, lead. Like, like now all of a sudden ISIS finds out, ISIS was responsible. Al-Qaeda finds out, we were responsible. The freaking Jimmy Joe Bob down the street, with 14 shotguns in his pickup truck back window. Oh yeah, I did it. Give me a boat, some kind of a monetary reward, and I'll return them. You're going to just drum up so many false leads. It's ridiculous. It's great seeing people think out loud, and I do know this is the way that most people unfortunately think. At the same time, most people don't know how to respond to hostage negotiations and things like that, so I don't really know what else to say. That was just a really stupid comment. But it is a human comment, so I'm okay with it. I do like the range of emotion that everybody's showing. I do like the idea that everybody seems to be overlooking a lot here. And the biggest thing that really got to me here was Dr. Doom and Ben Grimm. Like, once again, Grimm just does not get life. He doesn't get the idea that some people can be redeemed. He just doesn't get that. That's too freaking funny. So, at the same time, I know there's a lot of people going to be like, oh, come on, dude, no, whatever. No, seriously, this is in Ben Grimm's demeanor. I don't know what to tell you. Read the Fantastic Four. From where? From issue 1 on. Even just those first 100 issues where Kirby and Stan were both in charge of the comic. That was Ben Grimm. Very short-tempered, not very big on the whole redemption issue. Hell, when did he finally redeem life with himself? When did he finally redeem himself and say that, okay, I guess I don't deserve all this stuff to happen to me? And like, come on, that's in his personality. But I think that in reality, he was really just trying to push Dr. Doom over the edge and see if he was going to flip mode on him and attack him and be like, aha, see, I knew it. So maybe I think that I would really enjoy seeing these two actually being able to work side by side, even if just for a couple of issues, whatever, and then they just part ways and like, okay, I get it. But that says a lot. And I like the idea that we're seeing repercussions from the cancellation of S.H.I.E.L.D. We're finally seeing something in this comic that has something to do with Secret Empire. I mean, wow, way to finally acknowledge that it freaking happened, right? Anyway, a whole lot of good in this comic, even though I'm complaining about a lot of things here. Mind you, a lot of what I'm complaining about are just things that I'm complaining with humans in general. This particular artificially created, I'm joking. Anyway, I know that's what it sounds like though. But I'm going to give this comic a B-. This was a good, fun comic. Not a lot happened, not a whole lot of setup either. But it does leave room open for so many different avenues to traverse. I like the idea that we could literally go anywhere. You name it, we can go there from here. Was built up to be a really huge event. In fact, probably the largest event in Tony Stark's history. So that's saying something. That's saying something. And hell, I'm along for the ride. If it fails at the end, whatever, I'll be there. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.